Like taking a breath on a long
Oh, that was like titties right in the face straight away. I mean, I'm not upset about it.
Titted. No, wait, what was the word?
In-titted.
Titted.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, welcome.
This is the first few seconds of the episode. This is not getting pushed, this episode.
Oh, shit. Hey, no, I mean, that could mean anything. That could
Titties
mean
for
anything.
everybody.
Yeah. We're a pro-titty channel.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. I've been doing a whole lot of data related work recently, converting things from fucking written documents to digital stuff. And one of the words that keeps coming up is the word entitled. And when I'm copying and pasting it from a PDF, it keeps turning to entitted. And I shared this with Izza earlier because I just was like, this is great. I'm glad that this person has become entitted.
Yes, we're pro-entitted.
Unless you're unhappy about your state of tittedness, in which case we support you becoming detitted.
Detitted, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what you wish.
Titty reduction surgery. De-intitinating.
De-intitinating. Oh, yeah,
Like, if you're going to get gender-affirming surgery to get tits, I think you should title it in your memoir, De-intitinating.
I love that. And I was just going to pick up these two quests that I can see in green.
I've never smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
It's weed, Aloy.
Oh, bless.
I was going to pick up these two quests, and then we got a great suggestion, which was to start with Olin's
Yes.
quest.
Which we wanted to do anyway because it was quite a surprise to find out that he wasn't a betrayer.
Yes, we want to help him.
Yeah.
We'll
Has that
of
guy
course.
got a gas mask on?
No,
Oh, it's a hat.
it's a fancy hat. We will help Erin as well, but let's just talk to this guy.
You're an outlander. Nora from the look of you. I'll bet you're a machine hunter, too.
Got it.
I've hunted my share.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother with the Hunter's Lodge. If you're not Karja, you'll never rise in the ranks.
That's
Don't
really
want-
funny because we haven't gone there anyway.
I don't want to. I will ask you about it, though.
What's wrong with the hunting lodge exactly?
Nothing, if you like stuck-up bigots. I'm known as a skilled hunter back home in Banur, so I thought I'd try my luck at the lodge. I thought it'd be simple. Hunt machines, gain ranks, see who's best. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's all rigged to keep the Karja at the head of the line. I don't need those snobs to tell me I can hunt. I'm going home.
All right, fair enough, man.
Okay.
Are you saying that you have to be Karja to join the lodge?
No, they take other tribes. But they have rules in place to keep outlanders from gaining ranks.
What sort of rules?
When Sun King Avad took over, he promised a new day, Meridian open to all. But it's a sham. Sure, you can get a seat at the feast, but you just can't eat the food.
Now I'm curious about the Hunter's Lodge, and I wasn't
Yeah.
before.
So the lodge sounds rough.
Sounds like someone needs to shank things up at the lodge.
Maybe. But it isn't going to be me. If you decide to go, be sure to give them a good old-fashioned Banuk farewell mark in my honor.
What is it?
A Banuk farewell mark. What's that?
Piss on the floor. Preferably someplace they won't find it until it gets nice and sour.
If we have the option to piss somewhere, I'm doing it.
I support you. One time earlier in my career,
Career, life.
much earlier in my career, I had the pleasure, of going to Premier House, which is a
There's someone out
Prime
there.
Minister's-
building. It's the Prime Minister's official residence.
Prime Minister often doesn't actually live there.
Yeah, because it's kind of like an official building and, like, they have their own homes.
Able-bodied
And
adventurers,
Sorry, do
preferably
you wanna
with no
finish?
friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Anyway, at the time, the National Party was in, which is sort of our equivalent of the Republicans, although it's slightly less insane.
I was going to say, so
Can
a
I
National Party is
interest you in a
considered right,
reasonable share
but
of
by
a
American
lucrative
standards would still be
opportunity?
incredibly left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually believe in rights for all citizens. It's just how
Even
about
our
how
fucking-
how they think that it's best to go about that I'm like, that's not based on science, that's just based on public opinion. Do
Weirdly, I think even our fringe right-wing party would still be left.
you think?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
I think they pretend to be left.
No, left of the American.
I mean, that's what I
system.
mean. I think they pretend to be that way, but they're not actually that way when you
Yeah.
look at their policies.
So-
Anyway.
But I'm not choosy.
So the more right-wing party was in at the time while I was in this building for a work-related thing, and I texted one of my friends. I was like, lol, 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 look at where I am. And she texted back and she was like, shit behind the curtain.
No. And you were like,
I appreciate the sentiment, but there is no way
I'm not dropping trout.
I'm going
behind a curtain.
to A, ever shit in a public place that is not a toilet, and B, do that in a place that would result in me getting fired.
Yeah, nah.
Adventurers.
Good story.
But, you know,
Probably with no friends.
takes all
Hi
sorts.
there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work?
No.
Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you.
It's just like,
I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said.
We can do that.
So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny. Too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
okay. Well, I'm going to ask about the Banuk first. The guy we just spoke to, I liked.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They
you going with
choose
that,
to
man?
live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then
He
they
sounds
might
salty.
not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Well, they might not have much choice if they're,
Live in the
like...
snow.
Yeah.
I initially read where it said their mystic act. I read it as their mystic cat.
Mystic cat, mystic
It's like
cat.
my brain transposed the two
Why are
letters.
you so mysterious?
All right, do you want to know?
Tell me more about the rumor.
Yeah.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough
just,
for
like,
a name
grab
up
his
where the snow won't
ear
thaw.
Side bits and just like
They say
give
the
him a
Banuk
shake.
there live alongside machines.
Little squeeze.
Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true.
I
if we
really
learn
squeeze his
how
cheeks
they
a little
do
bit.
it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
What did he say?
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
So what he was saying is that if they really do have the power to tame machines, think how valuable that would be
Sure.
to all tribes.
Yeah.
I'm really curious by his eyepiece because it's not an eye patch. He does have an eye behind here that's blinking, although it could still be blind. But I'm wondering whether like each one is a different lens for like, you know how like sometimes you need like progressive lenses.
Oh, you mean like transitional lenses?
Yeah.
I like that. And instead of payment, if he just lets me like jiggle his side beards a little bit, I'll take
I
that.
feel like you're being
payment.
offensive somehow, but I'm not quite sure how to put my finger on it.
I think it's because it's a bit condescending. I don't mean to be. I'm just telling
you. Don't think you'd feel condescended to if somebody came up to you and was like, I want to jiggle your sideburns.
Just feels. It looks like it would be satisfying to touch.
His mouth would kind of go.
I just like get a good grip on them. Like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, keep going. Let's
Are
get
you
out of this
some kind of
conversation.
merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me?
Yeah, I'm trying to see his eye.
Right.
I'm noticing his
I'm
necklace.
more of a gambler.
When it goes back to him, you'll see that his necklace has like a solid ring with a gap. And I'm like, I always find it really interesting when like character design has shit like that, where it's like that would catch on everything.
If I did look into your rumor.
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
I love this guy. He's such a dick.
Yes, I'm very much enjoyed that.
That must be the spire.
Where is? I thought I saw another green
huge.
around.
Can you look up? Is there a spire? Ooh. Okay.
Get it?
Presumably.
Look at some sort of light wriggling around there.
opportunity to share a drink with Aaron. There's a man who knows.
Okay, I thought I could see some more green.
There is at least one more quest.
Do you see? Where?
Yeah, I don't know. You see the 2 exclamation marks on your spin map?
Too many outlanders
Gasp,
and
too-
Carja
too
lands
much.
these days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up.
And also, just in general, it's cool to explore.
Let me in. Yes. Look at that.
I think there was a thing to scan over there too.
Meridian is a marvel of engineering that has stood for generations.
Nice.
Ooh, we're having some sort of ceremony around it.
Redmaw. Is it real? Has anyone survived an encounter? A bustling
Oh.
What? This book of sacred glyphs, something. You go ahead, is
Oh,
it?
is that not what you wanted?
No, I did. I just wanted to
Oh,
read this.
sorry.
Etched on thin sheets of golden-hued metal.
Ooh, fancy.
Interesting.
7 articles of the Sun Faith. Well, this should be good because it should be all about
Their faith.
Yeah. 1. Over all the world rises and sets the great sun, as is plainly seen. To all plants, animals, machines, and men it gives life, as is plainly seen. Of all the tribes, none have scaled such heights as the Carja, as guided by the sun. Witnessing these things to be true each day, celebrating these things each day, we believe in the sun and its light gladly, without question. 2. Only the sun's rightful heir, born of the radiant line that dates back to Ahriman the founder, is the speaker for the sun. To him the sun's desires are revealed, and from his lips its desires are acted upon by men. He shall be known as the Sun King, and his word shall be law.
So obviously they only have dudes, which is interesting.
Remember, we suggested a Sun Queen, and was it
Was it right at
Errand,
the
or
beginning?
someone laughed at us? Yeah. In all things, we accept the sun's judgment. We offer our bared skin to it so it might burn away our sins.
Yay.
We partake of its renewal, we wear its heat for a time. As our skin bears its flush, its bronzed armor, we are made strong. And the cracking and peeling away of our old selves, we are made new. Is that like when you peel your skin after
Yeah. I
sunburn?
think they're like, let's get real sunburned. peel our skin off like it's fucking snake.
In the sun's light, we shall speak only in truth. We shall strike only in righteousness, and we shall act as we believe the sun so tasks us. That's interesting. Not like act truthfully or act with integrity. It's as the sun so tasks us. When the shadow falls across us, we shall always remember our illumination. We shall not cast blame for ill fortune. We shall endure. In the coldness of the moon, we accept there will be stillness and death and endings until dawn comes once more. We do this because there are 2 halves of nature, sun and shadow, and to deny one is to deny the whole of things. As a twilight came before us, ending the world of the ancients, so a twilight time should come again, for this is the cycle of things. The buried shadow shall rise up to eclipse the sun's light and usher in great and terrible change. Even knowing this, we are steadfast in our belief and trust that the sun will again bring a new dawn, as it did for our founders so long ago. Holy Meridian shall forever be the seat of the Carja, the city of the sun, and the spire venerated as the mark of its founding. A Sun King born of the Radiant line should always sit upon its throne, for without a speaker for the sun, its will is clouded. For either of these to be denied is to invite a twilight time upon us. Oh. And the last is, clearly the Karja are the children of the sun and preeminent in its gaze, but so too does its light touch upon the barbarian tribes of the north, east, and south. It is the speaker for the sun's duty to interpret if the sun's gaze is directed in approval or reproach. So determined, it is the duty of the Karja to carry out the sun's will even in places where the light does not reach.
Interesting though, because their current king deposed the previous king. So it's like, how does that work in the sense of like, the speaker is the will of the sun? Like,
Well, the current king was the son of the previous king.
no, I don't think he was he?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Didn't...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a deposition. that
Yes, but I
happened.
think he was the son.
Okay, well, even if he was the son, it's still one
Yeah.
deposing the other.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Blasted Shadow Karja.
Hi.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed.
Imagine...
These people seek
These
to
priestly
honor their
gods?
loved,
Is that
No.
what
their
they're
lost, with their own voices. Not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
No, what I was imagining is like, imagine if you like rock up to like a complete stranger, say hello, and they say hello back, and you're like, and they're like, sorry if we met like under these circumstances, and you're like, no, it's okay, we don't have beef. And then the next thing they say is, I could make use of you.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, and literally just walking past, dude, like.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna ask all the things. Obstacles.
What kind of obstacles?
Can I have another cup?
The first pilgrim
yeah.
is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no
Thank you so
heathen.
much.
Very welcome.
This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather.
Oh no.
The shrine was built there to ward off the machines. Its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb. A call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glinthawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Right, tell me about your rituals. We're eating cupcakes, by the way.
Yeah.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
It's interesting to me. I think I've said this much the same thing before, that like Aloy's so sort of anti-religion. Like, we had that. I guess because she was an outcast. Like, she's always seen it as really flawed. But like,
Religion and custom, though. You know, she kind of just wants to forge her own path. Right. Why ask an outlander for help?
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing. You mean the Red Raids.
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different.
There you go. It's just what you were talking about. So tell us about the new sun priests.
You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple.
My brother's voice echoing in his arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
So that's interesting to me that so is what he's saying is that the priests who said prayers over the previous killings, lots of them fucked off.
Yeah.
And that it sounds like a lot of the priests that are currently priesting, being active, they're new.
Kind of a new order. Yeah, it is interesting. You wonder if there was a clearing out of the old that they were fleeing from.
Yeah, if they would be held accountable in some way. Maybe. I don't know. Your brother?
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the
Does that mean he's
sacrifices.
I presume
For
so.
a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Nice.
I kind of hope that she might find.
I'm just looking for spin map exclamation marks. I think we've got over everything. Yes?
She might find along her journey some of the value in custom, ritual, religion, because even if she doesn't internalize it for herself, see how it has value for people in her community. Just because I think that
A fine day ahead.
it's sort of sad to throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing, you know? Like, I think because we've both come from studying anthropology, we understand that, like, ritual can be a shackle, but it can also be
You with the second sight,
something
I
that helps
need
people
your help.
process all sorts of different experiences.
Yeah.
Just a moment. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight.
Oh, shit.
If
How do
only
people
you'd
know
use
about
it to
that?
help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
I was going to say about the ritual stuff as well, is that there is there can be a sense of connection and community and...
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Okay. Thief?
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
And the
Why
sword?
would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell,
here's your info.
they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
Currently assuming in my head that the thief is the nephew.
Ooh.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Okay.
All right, we're going to fuck off.
Are you not going to look in his house while we're
I
here?
suppose so.
Or wherever the fuck his steward is?
Shall I change the quest then? It'll be a side quest.
Robbing the rich.
From the steward.
Eat the rich.
Is it by me?
Yes.
Yes.
Pizza.
Hi.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
He's lying.
Yeah, I think he's lying too.
Investigate the crime scene. Hang on a minute. Freebies.
Ta-da!
Treasure!
And this isn't thievery because the game says so.
Because
Is this
reasons.
the crime scene? Are we in it?
I don't know.
I think we are because it's like yellow on the map.
Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah, there we are.
Drops of blood leading away.
Hey, hey.
Do, 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 do. If this gives us a moral quandary,
What do you
I'm
want to
gonna
do
be
about it?
sad about it
I'm still on the
because
trail.
I'm too tired for that shit.
Move along.
But we are fueled and sustained by cupcakes.
Still more blood.
I think I overbeat the
the
batter.
thief got cut. The trail ends
But otherwise, I think it would have been.
So
Oh,
much to
Someone
worry
must have seen
about.
the thief.
Sunfall, machines,
you,
shards.
friend.
I need a breath.
I'm feeling my spirits
Not you.
sink just looking at them.
You, friend.
I need a moment. My duties
Not
today
you.
are endless.
Talk to a witness. You, are you a witness? Are you a witness?
I have a friend in the guard. A machine
you a
broke up
witness?
his
I don't
legs.
think I can help.
I don't think I can help.
I think I spoke to you. No.
I've worked enough to last a lifetime.
Are you? You're a statue.
I pay well for Banuk relics, Outlander.
These Oseram
Hang on.
merchants are going to put my family out of business if I'm not careful.
Maybe the merchant?
Some light your way.
Maybe the merchant.
I don't know.
You there?
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer.
A blonde
Sun
lady.
King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
Wooden figures.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
If they've been placed there on
Simple
purpose,
wood
why would they want
sculptures
them
made by
returned?
Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them. If you have any.
Unless we just found them somewhere, you know.
You said
might
the
have.
king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ban-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do
done this.
is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born
Squidgy
high or
eyes.
low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
A classic problem.
You ready? Let's trade then.
Oh, no. But I will take your freebie box. No free box.
No free bucks.
Fucking disappointment.
Come
Well-
on back if you find any Banuk goods.
We
I'd
will.
like to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
What are you?
I've got a lot on my mind. Sorry.
Child.
I'm just a kid.
I'm not a witness. I'm just a kid. Talk to a witness. If you put up your
Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk
put up
artifacts.
your lens, is anybody like glowing or?
Oh, yes.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
A quiet moment.
Oh,
brings sun
okay.
to a dark day.
Took off down the stairs behind you.
Definitely going in the right direction.
There was a
Did we
time
come
when
from
the
this way?
machines were as
Yeah, we came
predictable
from that
as
way,
day
so I
and
presume
night.
it's this way.
Okay. Down the stairs, question mark. Stairs? Yeah, okay.
Go to the base of the stairs.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
I don't know. Could have done a flip.
Could have gone anywhere.
Could have jumped on that water, just had a swim.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
Rubies. You're the only person here.
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where?
In the
Maybe
water.
he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
What the heck happened?
I mean, I wouldn't have put it with somewhere where there's a million people walking around all the time.
Must have been
Hi.
those traitors in Sunfall.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so...
Do we?
I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else.
Her mouth
It's going
is
to
very
be sold,
strange.
but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything.
This is going to give us a
If they
moral
don't convince
quandary.
you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going
Yes.
anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay.
Machines took
Guess I
down
should go
another
to this
freehold in
watermill
the
then to
south.
find out what's going on.
Should I? Should I go to this watermill?
I mean, we could come back for it later. I also feel like there's a part of me that wants to go and find the nephew and be like, is he a dick? Because if he's a dick, then let's give the stuff to the poor. But if he's a nice guy who wants his sword for his family,
Do you think,
memories
like-
and stuff, then I'll get it back for him.
Do I? Yes, use that one.
Cool.
Cool. I don't know. How do I feel about? Well, I guess we'll decide when time comes. But I sort of wonder about.
Maybe we could get the rich guy to buy it.
Ooh. So basically, he's donated. Robbing the rich.
I mean, we've just assumed that he's rich based on the quest.
I mean, he had a servant.
He did have a servant. And he did talk about the boy being his heir, and usually only people who are rich talk like that.
No, can you imagine? I'm just thinking about my parents calling me their ear.
This is pretty cool. Exiting settlement Meridian.
Oh, well, Spirit's telling me to go, so, you know.
We discovered a campfire. Somewhere halfway down this mountain.
Love it.
We also discovered Meridian Village. We're doing great. Hey, we should try this chocolate.
Ooh, do you want to break us off a piece?
So this is a new flavour of chocolate brought out by Whittaker's. On the
it called?
front, it has the words honey, nougat, and almond. Now, I found out, and I think this is an important piece of information, that it's not honey, nougat, and almond. It's honey, nougat, and almond.
Oh.
So the nougat, or
is
nougat, I don't know
honey.
how to say it, which way you're supposed to say that, is honey flavoured.
Okay.
Iz has been told it tastes like Toblerone.
Yeah, I haven't had it yet, but I've been told.
Oh yeah, the
Smells
texture's
like-
quite like Toblerone.
I was gonna
but
smells
I'm not
like
sure
Toblerone.
I feel like the taste is the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
not precisely, but it's definitely an approximation of Toblerone.
I guess I feel it doesn't taste like Toblerone because Toblerone chocolate has a very specific taste, and Whittaker's chocolate has a very specific taste. And this tastes so distinctly of Whittaker's that I'm like, this tastes like Whittaker's chocolate with stuff inside to me.
I lost another caravan to machines last week. Docked my wages. Again.
I like it.
I was
Well, as
told
you
to
can
expect
see.
you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers.
Most of the box gone.
Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
Does his voice match his face?
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them. Of
Just sounds a lot
wealth and
older than
contentment.
what I think he is.
While
Okay.
people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds.
Okay.
They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Okay.
No, I'm awake and alert. Damn it.
It's like me at the start of every day.
I'm wondering if that might be a good place to leave it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because we've sort of got to this, we've kind of figured out where the sword is. We've taken up a bunch of quests, so we've had a good look around Meridian.
Could you pull up the map?
Not it.
I'm really curious whether we know where this place, Sunfall, is.
Oh, where it's sending us? No.
Well, I just was curious whether it was visible on the map at all.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Maybe in the next episode, we could prioritize finding a couple tall necks to...
There's one down here, but maybe there's one on the way. There's one
There's
to the right,
one up
to the
there.
left. Nice.
Because I'm quite interested to go to this place called Sunfall. It sounds terrible.
It does. Place waypoint. There we go. Amazing.
If you flick to the Olin quest, is it in vaguely the same direction? Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it might be. This feels, the quest that we're on feels like a quest you do to get to, like
The
while
other
you're on the
place.
way
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the next main quest then.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm thinking next time we go do a tall neck and then do some double questing
in that kind of
on
area.
this sort of here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Hey friends, I hope you had fun.
I'm really interested in this shape with a question mark next to it. What is that?
Oh, it's a figure.
Oh, okay. It's like
Another collectible.
kind of like a crab with one claw in the air. Like oh.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. To me, it looks like a weird camel.
Weird camel. Tell us, what do you think that shape looks like, friends? We always value your input.
We do. Friends, we appreciate you, and we will catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye.